We are back in the pit with Ben Howe and Lawrence Jones. I'm just going to set this video up with this headline. Lawrence is beside himself right now. He is beside himself. This is it. Green-haired Burger King fan is America's next top professional witness. You guys remember? What was it? I even have the ringtone. Oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it.
With the fire.
Yeah, hide your kids, hide your wives, because they rape everybody up in here. I have that. I bought that on iTunes. I'm not lying. I seriously bought the remix of that. Okay, so how do you spice up a news story about a non-fatal car crash in Jackson, Mississippi? By involving this guy.
Well, what I seen was that the police officer was merging towards the front, and the car gunned a little right, and then the police officer kind of submerged, and both of them interacted, and it was a full twist about, and the police car just twisted around like a tornado, girl, and the Lord just shook it up, and the man just got injured. And now the result is this police officer don't know if his life is going to continue to make it, or he going to just tap out.
Is he going to do that in court too? If it comes up?
You had asked the question, what was under his eyes?
Those are eyelashes, right?
Fake I feel like we need to involve the makeup artist here at TheBlaze really quickly. Because, yeah, can we just zoom? I swear to you, that looks like he also put falsies on his bottom lashes because he has a Tammy Faye Baker thing happening right there.
The
Well, no, like, right, he's got Tammy Faye Baker eyes.
To his skin.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's literally under his eye on the skin.
Why?
I gotta tell you, I love my LBGT community because I get a good laugh daily.
Then the nails, like, how do you, like, if I can't stand having long nails, my nails are too long, right? And I just want to file my fingers off. I can't type, I can't do anything. Did you see how long they were? They were talons.
I know, girl.
Like, how do you eat?
And he swims like a tornado, girl.
Like a tornado. He said tornado, too. Like a tornado, like my grandma did. Tornado.
He said he was on his way to get a piece of a burger at Burger King when this all happened.
Oh, my gosh.
A piece of a burger?
A piece of a burger.
This is, I love people who you can tell they have been waiting their whole lives.
To be on camera.
The whole lives to be on camera and to testify.
Yes.
You know?
So is there an auto-tune out yet? Because I'm really looking forward to this now.
Oh,
there's got to be one coming.
Don't
you
know,
watch
but
the full video.
Oh.
We
should put it on the Facebook page later today.
All right, so the House just voted to back police body cameras. They overwhelmingly passed a resolution yesterday urging local police forces to use body cameras. Obviously, it's described as a purely symbolic measure. Here's the thing: these have to come out of the local police department's budget.
Yeah, who's going to pay for it?
This is funded by revenue from the community.
I think that
I support them.
I think that this is a question of priority. They need to. I'm not saying they should increase taxes or anything like that, but they need to find the money. They need to figure out what are they wasting their money on. What can they stop? Look, I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina for a long time, and I know that we spent tons of money on art projects in the city, a rail system we didn't need. I mean, there's all kinds of spending that goes on at a local level that they can reprioritize, and they should. They should.
But in places like in Ferguson, they received a grant because they did not have it in their budget to have body cameras. And so I think it was like 2 weeks before Mike Brown was shot, they just had their grant go through for them to be able to get body cameras. So for communities that are like Ferguson, who it's just not big enough to have revenue like that coming in for body cameras.
See, this is a perfect example.
Right.
This is a perfect example to me of how conservatives and libertarians can be making arguments even at the federal level, because the grants are federal, where it's a question of when we go in and we say we need to cut spending, and the left always comes in and says, oh, you want to take food out of people's mouths. Let's say, no, this is what we want to do. We want to stop people getting killed in the street without any answers to what happened. So let's reprioritize some of this money. Maybe we shouldn't be spending money to make people like their car more.
Right. I want to, speaking of policing, community policing in McKinney. Now, yesterday, Lawrence was out and about with Pastor Derek Golden, who was on our program yesterday. They were out and about in the community in McKinney, just talking with people and showing this is exactly how they have boots on the ground and they're engaging in the community. Watch.
If I were to pull over some of the teachers, the educators at our church, they would tell you that they deal with these kinds of things all the time. Yeah, you just met my son. I had to deal with some
Very
things
respectful.
with my son where he was a very, very belligerent young man at times, but I had to work with him. And so if we take an incident and then define the entire parent by the incident, I think we've done a disservice. The same way, if we take Eric Casebolt and define him by the 7 minutes, then we make a mistake. We have to understand that if we are going to call ourselves believers, Jesus came for those people.
Oh, man.
Jeez, that gives me chills. There's going to be more of this on the show tomorrow. You're going to see Lawrence's interview and McKinney walking with Pastor Golden. He's
That's a man
good.
of God.
Yes, he is.
That's a man of God, and he is really bringing people together. He criticized the cops. He criticized the teenagers.
Right.
But he said, we got to remember that grace thing. Who's going to pray for that cop? Who's
I've
gonna
never
pray for
heard
the-
anybody say
Me
that.
either. Me either. It's real.
I mean,
real.
it's justice and mercy, which a lot of people don't think can coexist, or justice and grace, rather. They don't think that they can coexist simultaneously. And he's like, yeah, well, read your gospel then.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a great
We're hoping
point.
that this plan, this community policing model, can be a model for the nation. They need Ferguson, Baltimore, all of these cities need to be watching this, and also the cities need to be preparing for
And
this.
you had spoken with one of the officers just when you were at one of the protests.
yeah.
McKinney, that's how it used to be.
Yep, old school.
This
and
is
he
also
agreed.
this is also a perfect example of what you talked about before about the church falling down on the job with the culture.
Right.
This is where the church is supposed to be picking up the slack.
Exactly,
And,
and they
should
are.
be doing it nationwide.
They are. Well, you'll be able to see Lawrence's full interview and community policing with Pastor Derek Golden tomorrow, Dana on TheBlaze. Folks, have a great night. Lawrence, Ben, thank you guys so much for joining us. Good night from Dallas.